First, we're going to talk about the government. The government is not for you. Since biblical times, because the government is doing European hegemony and they want you to feel a certain class or a certain color of society is entitled. Now, if anybody realize history or read the Bible, the falsehood is in the Bible first. Because as much as the Bible would say 4 to 5 times that we are dark, and that's the original Jews, they try to fool us with TV. And that's what they've been fooling our youth with TV, the boob tube. And that's what they'll keep doing. That's they know you watch the boob tube for entertainment, so you believe it. Just like they saying spacemen helped the Egyptians. Just like they saying the Book of the Dead, the secret papers of Ra, the Mesopotamians, Sumerians, and Voodoo is pagan religions, which all religions stole their stories from. Buddha, Christian, Muslim, everyone stole their stories from those religions. And society got it played like voodoo is evil. The Book of Dead is not worth nothing, but you taking the stories from them and mixing them up. So we're seeing a certain class of people or a certain color of people trying to predate their history like they superior to the people that's original. Now, if anybody know their history, you know it's a bunch of lies. Now, it's 2020, COVID-19, or supposedly. Number one thing, if Trump and them had the vaccine before it hit America and didn't give it to the population, why should you believe the government? He let several people die, more than several people, and they have the vaccine. Or they had the means to be ready. But they let people die. So I don't know who in the idiotic sense will trust the government. How many times the government did something to you? Remember the World Trade Center, 2011, where they raped you for your money. A lot of people has got tunnel vision then to observe the little things. This is always going to happen long as you follow the boob tube. In the boob tube right now, they got you believing the Egyptians got help from spacemen. That's wrong because they can't figure out how they did things. The next thing is, why would you believe the government? It's just like you see how the government persists to lock up ethnics to pay the national debt and pay themselves off your birth certificate, off of your hard labor, whatever. If anybody ever noticed the Central Park jogger case, you know the DA be lying. The DA wasn't there. The police wasn't there. And they coaxed and coerced the victims and the witnesses to follow a certain protocol so it could sound like an older case so they could convict you. Or just totally outlie. And I don't know who is so stupid not to believe that. That's why they don't want lawyers, judges, paralegals on the jury, because they want people who don't know the Constitution And if you don't know the Constitution, how would you know the state law? Because you never ask the DA to break it down. You just do Simon Says. Whatever the DA says, you believe. But after all these DNA, where they letting people go that's been there for 30, 20 years for rape, murder, and all that, you still want to believe the DA in the court system. Even the court system, the Supreme Court judges say is fallible, fallible and false. You understand? Because they do treacherous, unmoral acts to get you arrested or indict you. Because you can indict a ham sandwich. Because you don't explain the law and everything, and you don't even bring your witnesses. Hold on. What's up, Deli? I'm in the car. I'm trying to rest my leg. My leg blew up, leaving it on the floor last night. It it swelled up real bad. Huh? Yeah. You got to sit in the back, Jack. Yes, I'm gonna push the chair up and move the speaker. Jesus Christ, my leg is gonna fall off. Y'all don't. None of y'all just give a fuck. Everything is y'all. I'm on my YouTube channel. I'm here. Jesus Christ, man, the fuck is my leg gonna fall off? Niggas don't give a fuck about you. It's a dog eat dog world. Somebody told me that, but I didn't believe everybody was a dog eat dog person. But back to the society got them like and the selfishness, the displacement of communities, social media, giving them tunnel vision. Everything is about them. And they will question you. Like I try to explain to this kid, and he questioned me. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But if a white man or an officer or anybody who works for the government say anything, they believe them wholeheartedly. So this is about politics. Joe Biden, how are you gonna elect Joe Biden and he was the vice president? He's gonna do the same thing sooner or later. So go ahead, fools. Now, I was back to the Central Park jogger. The lady admit that she coerced the victim to lie. No semen, no DNA, no nothing. Just a bunch of lies. Which these boys spend 30 years in prison on a rape charge. If you go in prison on a rape charge, back in those days especially, most likely you're going to get raped or beat up. So you're spending 30 years to protect your life for a lie because you was a different color and you was a victim. So young ethnics, teach your kids the law. Teach your kids to stay away from police. And, you know, society got me messed up because I don't want to deal with anybody that just yells police. That means you cannot have an intelligent conversation to come to any compromise or see your faults or see if you have faults. It's just me. I'm calling police. Why would you, especially if you're a family member or a friend, why would you have a next person decide your fate, your argument, your conversation? You don't have enough intelligence to come to a compromise, at least get 50-50 out of it, 60-40. I'm happy with 60-40 sometimes. Shit, if it's going to cause me less problems. My father told me once,